Hey everyone, Geek here, and welcome to the 7th episode of Star Wars Factor Beam, the series where I tell you 5 Star Wars facts that you just can't pull away from. Each episode is centered around a certain character, film, or category. In today's episode, the character under lockdown in the cell block level of the Fact Star is Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. Let's hop right into it with fact number 1. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this small yet classic fact that Luke Skywalker was originally named Luke Starkiller. In fact, our main character was originally going to be a female only named Starkiller until George Lucas decided Luke would be better off as a boy and used Starkiller as his surname. When he took the story to the executives at 20th Century Fox, they thought it was too villainous. They even toyed with the idea of making him a 65-year-old experienced military officer at one point. Lucas got the name Luke from his own last name. Fact number 2. I'm sure most of you have seen The Lord of the Rings, and we all love the hobbits. But could you imagine Luke as a hobbit? George Lucas had, at one point, intended Luke's family to be dwarfs. That's right, Luke, Uncle Owen, and Aunt Beru were all going to be played by little people. Could you imagine a mini Darth Vader? Suddenly the Family Guy joke doesn't seem as funny. Fact number 3. Luke has a line in episode 4 of Star Wars where he says, "I can't see a thing of this helmet." This wasn't actually scripted. In fact, Mark Hamill said this to Harrison Ford in between shots, talking about how hard the costume was to see out of. The editing team thought this fit into the situation quite well and decided to keep it in the film. Fact number 4. Mark Hamill got into a car accident directly after filming the Star Wars Holiday Special. This is the whole reason for the Wampa scene in Star Wars. The car accident had badly scarred Mark Hamill's face, so they needed an excuse for his scars. There's a deleted scene where a medical droid removes a healing mask from Luke's face, revealing his scars. I actually think his scars are an improvement on his look in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Ah! Jeez, that's like 8 times as much that news anchors put on.
Watch my full review on the terrible special by clicking on the screen or in the description below. And finally, fact number 5. Mark Hamill, the actor who played as Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy, hasn't seen any of the Star Wars films since they were in theater. He is one of the types of people who likes to watch a TV show or film only once, and that's it. He does defend the prequels as he thinks they are amazing movies. I don't see how you could catch on to a complicated trilogy like the prequels unless you saw each film like 3 times, but to each his own. Many find it odd that Luke Skywalker himself has only watched the trilogy that made him famous once. That wraps up episode 7 of Star Wars Factor Beam. Subscribe to Geek for weekly Star Wars content. Did you learn anything about the scarred dwarf blind Starkiller? If so, put it in the comments below. You can go check out my Facebook page linked in the description below, as it really helps me out when you like my page. If you go over to the page, you will get daily news on Star Wars Episode 7, Geek episodes, memes, and even video games. Try clicking on the screen to subscribe, and click on the link to the left for my last video where I explained to you how Yoda was dead the whole time. You can also click on the link to the right to watch the last episode of Star Wars Factor Beam, in this case, Facts on Chewbacca. Don't forget to like the video and comment if you learned something new today about Luke. Until we meet again in a galaxy far, far away, this has been Geek.